allegory of dealing with the devil is more like doing things, doing unconscionable things that you know consciously are terrible. I think that just
I don't think it's that.
Is considered to be dealing with the devil. Like if you know for a fact, like okay, if I buy these, if I support this person who is supporting genocide, that's doing, you know what I'm saying, he's helping me do this, that's technically dealing with the devil because you're gaining off of somebody else who is causing some type of malicious, you know.
I don't think I see it like that. I think I see it more as like you're just so focused on self, you don't care about anything else.
Well,
so
yeah,
it could be anything,
yeah.
but that's why you have to sacrifice something that you care about or that you love. Mm-hmm. So that's why they had them with one of their wives.
But I think that's where the story came from when it was like dealing with the devil is just, I am dealing with a monster in some form or fashion, right? Like he's some kind of bad figure. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of things we do today. I mean, shit. If I smoke a cigarette, I'm dealing with the devil or something.
Nah, I don't see that.
Let me
that's a stretch.
Well, that's like
let me clap real quick.
What do you want to open with? Do you wear glasses?
No, it's just blue light.
Just for shits and gigs?
No, the blue light it's actually been helping because
I have blue light glasses. Yeah. I'm just talking shit.
Okay. Aren't you supposed to wear glasses? Didn't you say you are?
Every now and then, some shit like that.
Have you gotten your eyes checked?
Yeah, back in the day.
So you have not gotten your eyes checked?
I did, yeah.
When?
Like 2 years ago.
So you have not gotten your eyes checked?
Not in 2 years, no. I mean, it depends, like, how many times I'm supposed to do it? Like, every day?
Every year.
Week?
Every year.
Every year.
Yeah, so you've not.
I just don't get new glasses every year. I ain't gonna lie. I get them checked every year. I just don't get new glasses every year.
I got LASIK, so best money I ever spent.
Yeah, you say that a lot.
Stand on it 10 toes.
LASIK sponsored.
When the end of the world happens and you're looking for glasses.
It's that white lady on TikTok.
I'm just be blind.
Like, I could never do it.
Fuck it.
The way she's talking.
So easy. So easy. It has a little weird smell, but it's very easy.
It has a weird smell?
I mean, they burn your eye.
Oh, you smelt it like after it's
During. You can smell it.
They don't put you to sleep?
No, you're wide awake. It's 10 minutes. No.
It's crazy as hell.
Takes longer to like fill the paperwork out and pay than the actual process. I'm here for LASIK. I think everybody should be able to see.
Yeah, I don't want to be...
What?
Like, talking about dry, and everybody's like... Well, no, like that one. Like I said, that one lady I seen, she was like, "Yeah, I wake up with dry eyes every day, and it's painful." And I don't
take some omega, take some fish oil.
She said she did everything she could. I was like, okay.
One person just.
I'm not blind, so I don't need it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you have sex?
Huh?
Do you have sex?
Yeah.
People die from sex. You're still doing it.
I mean,
you don't want to see.
So I mean, what do you mean with LASIK? Are we talking about LASIK?
You're saying one person had a bad experience, so just...
No, I mean, I'm not about to do that because...
One person.
I'll just wear... If it ever goes to that, I'll just wear glasses. Like,
how are you going to wear glasses?
What do you mean?
When the end of the world happens, how are you going to see?
I mean, if it's the end of the world, we all fucked anyway.
I mean,
whether I can see or not, I'm just shooting everybody. Wait, I'm a friend. Oh shit! I thought you were a zombie, bro.
If I would avoid the procedure just because I don't have a need for that right now. You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
I couldn't see, so I had a need.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you could,
my eyes were getting worse. I had astigmatism. Like now, it's.
Did you not like glasses or what?
Well, I had like 200 pairs of glasses because I had them everywhere because I would always lose them. Oh. So I had glasses in my car, glasses in every room, still forget them. Contacts, I mean, that's a whole thing. And I was like, this sucks.
I've had the same pair of glasses since, I still have all my glasses, like from the years, in the early years, I used to wear a lot of them, but nowadays my prescription doesn't change much.
So you've always worn glasses?
Yeah, since I was like a kid. But
so I had an accident and then I had to wear glasses, like as an older. Something happened and then to my eyes. So then I had to wear them when I was older.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't need glasses. I wore them from a young age, and like now my prescription is kind of plateaued, so my eyes might get a little worse after like 2-3 years, but most of the time they're about the same.
So get LASIK. And then you never have to worry about anything.
I don't know. Maybe I watched...
I think if I became Velma, yeah, I would get them, right?
Maybe I watched like Final Destination too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get
that's my dilemma.
I don't want my eyes to get lasered through the back of my head.
If it's time to go, it's time to go.
Or like, what do people say? Some people who get LASIK, it fucks with their brain, and they're like kind of crazy.
Oh, I ain't never heard no shit like
I've never heard that.
I've heard that one a few times. It's like, yeah. If you get LASIK, the fact of that, something about that laser hitting your eye affects a part of your brain that might make you schizophrenic or some other shit.
I think schizophrenia is inherited, isn't it?
It can be.
I think it can be, but I don't think if your parents, you can be schizophrenic and your parents not be, or there's no history of it.
Is it a gene?
I don't think so.
It could be inhabited. Like,
Or
I think it's
trauma.
I think it's a. If you're born with it, which I don't. Are babies born with schizophrenia?
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
not that
think so.
into
I don't
the
think
mental
I've
health
heard
to
of
know.
children. I mean, children can be diagnosed with
Yeah,
schizophrenia,
absolutely.
but you don't hear of it that often. You hear of more adults. But then a lot of people don't realize schizophrenia. You don't know
in children. Yeah, I mean, people don't really test psychological disorders in
because it's
people
hard for a child to
anyway.
tell you the truth anyway.
But I thought you're not born with active schizophrenia, but you can be born with a genetic predisposition to it.
Yeah, so I mean that's
Because I know, like, if your parents have it, it can.
But that's like everything, right? Everything like heart
Bipolar.
disease, cancer, all that, mental and
Interesting.
everything else.
Certain, brain.
Well, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about today.
It kind of does because what we're going to talk about does definitely start and create mental disorders. And today we're talking about, and you're probably thinking like, what the fuck they about to talk about? Well, I mean, as you're watching this right now, you're actually involving yourself in what we're talking about, and we're going to be talking about the digital age in 2026. Now, you're probably like, digital age in 2026. When did it actually start? Like, when was the digital age? When do y'all think the digital age actually started for real?
Floppy disk, Xerox, cell phone. So the 90s?
I'll say the first. I mean, it starts with one company. I think it was what, IBM. I want to say IBM was like the really.
Yeah, IBM, Dell.
So I mean, just the switch over from printing press and shit like that towards actual computation. We first hear about computers and the big box, that was like, 5 megabytes for this big ass box, or like, you look at data centers today, a data center back then probably would have had less than a gig worth of like information in it probably. But today, obviously, data centers right now, which cause large forms of pollution across the country that actually induce, they produce AI, different digital servers across the globe. These particular data centers are part of the digital age, and it's currently the culmination of what we have in the digital age. And so we will talk about the benefits and also the cons, and obviously there's many benefits, because I mean, right now, as you're watching this right now, this is one of the benefits of the digital age. And so to start really honestly, what do you think we would be without just digital anything, products, services?
You didn't run the intro.
And right now, you already know who it is, your boy Kel. And to the left of me is Ashley.
Hey.
In the background is the boy Tyler, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing.
Yep.
And this is the Bridge ATL. Quick question with y'all. Another quick question, actually. What do y'all think we'll be without the digital products that we have and use today, specifically?
Trump wouldn't be in office. People wouldn't be dumb.
I,
We wouldn't be where we are today.
You said Trump would be in office?
Absolutely not.
Would there be a Trump Junior, like a Trump
No.
parallel?
No.
None?
No.
You don't think there's a possibility of just not having a...
We lack, and by we, I mean Americans. We've always been lower in terms of education, where we rank, but the reading level, the comprehension level just is non-existent at this point. Like, I think the average student is below a third grade reading level. Mm-hmm. When you think that, like, people can't write in cursive, people can't read. Go ahead.
Average student, like, you talking about, like...
The average American student.
At what age?
Cannot read cursive. Like, the average high school graduate cannot read cursive.
Grade? Oh, you're talking about cursive? Okay.
Can't read cursive. Can't read past a third grade reading level. I think No Child Left Behind was who? What president?
Bush.
Dumbest thing ever. Leave them behind. Drop them off. Leave them behind. Like, we are currently seeing, like, the No Child Left Behind.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the equivalent of a participation trophy. People should definitely be left behind, because if you can't read, why are we pushing you through? If you can't write, why are we pushing you through? American schools are now focused, and I can only speak to American schools. I've gone to 9 of them. I've done public, private, Catholic, all white, all black, been to every kind of school. All schools focus on testing. So it's all, how can we get more money for our school past these standardized tests? Ohio, I don't know if they still have it, used to have the OGT, Ohio Graduation Test. Pennsylvania has PSSAs, Pennsylvania State Achievement Tests. Ohio, you literally have to pass a test in order to graduate.
Graduation says, yeah.
We're so hyper fixated on how do you test and how do you circle these and C is the most common answer, this, that we're not actually learning anything. When I look back to math, like they were so focused on the Pythagorean theorem. I'm about to be 32. As an adult, I've never used that. Like ever.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, why weren't we learning about debt, checks and balances? Yes, we don't have checking, like we don't have to balance a checkbook per se, but the new version of a checkbook is these people online crying that they didn't know Apple Pay was attached to their bank account or Klarna or Afterpay.
Is that real? That's real?
Oh yeah, like people are dumb.
So they're just using Apple Pay, just thinking
It
it's
was
free
like,
money?
I had no idea that like I owed all this money. Absolutely. Like people are stupid. And I feel like a lot of it is ignorance. Like when you think back to the fact that, for one, how do we ask, I graduated at 17, high school. How do you ask a 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old to figure out what they want to do for the rest of their life? And technically, we're asking that at 13 and 14 because junior year, you should already know what college you want to go to. Therefore, you know your major, you know what you want to do for the rest of your life. How do we ask that? And then say, you are going to sign on for a minimum of $100,000 in debt if you get no scholarships.
I think that goes into the current discussion right now about colleges in which people are considering that it's kind of could be a scam.
It is a scam. It's 1,000% a scam.
Yeah, we're going to have an episode on that for sure. About
1,000%. And I'm a college graduate, even though you don't think so.
But yeah, we're going to definitely go into that for sure at some point. Because I mean, that is a whole nother rabbit hole we're going to get y'all into.
But the digital, like to go back to the original, I feel like because the education system just kind of sets us up for failure, we're then already like lazy in how we do things. When we think about, because we're similar in age, when you had to write a paper in English, you had to cite 2 to 3 sources and show where'd you find it. You can't just say, Ashley told me, Tyler told me, and they told me the same thing, so I'm good. That's the climate we live in right now.
You had to go to the library and actually read the book and then cite the book itself and not necessarily something online.
And why do you think that one of our biggest things is getting rid of books? Getting rid of writing. People aren't writing. When I watch these teachers talk about things that would blow your mind, no book bags, no books, no notebooks. Everything's on a computer or a tablet. No lockers because there's no books. Like when I didn't have a book in school, it's because I went to a very poor school that didn't have textbooks. Like it was a lack of funding, not just we're not reading out of textbooks anymore. It's very scary. And the amount of adults that lack comprehension, I mean, we see it in our government right now.
Every day, yeah.
Like the lack of being able to speak, the lack of being able to have a debate or a real conversation. Look at how our president speaks. Like he's dumb. And I mean that like literally, he is uneducated. Like he is when I saw the videos of people mocking him, I genuinely thought it was like satirical. I didn't know the man actually spoke like that. I was very perplexed.
Someone with
it's big, it's great, everything's great, it's fine, everything's fine, it's fantastic.
The hands and
biggest bill ever, biggest. Like he just says like 5 words and just repeats them. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, he just spoke facts.
Well, if y'all been around, you don't know the debate is Trump dumb or is it a ploy?
No, he's dumb. He's 1,000% dumb. And everybody following him is dumb. Like the fact that you are presented with new information and don't question it means you're dumb. Like, or you're just brainwashed. Like you're either choosing to be ignorant or you're just that dumb. Like your parents failed you, the school system failed you. And I mean, it just sucks for you.
So do you think in terms of technology, are we controlling it or is it controlling us?
1,000% controlling us.
1,000%. Like that just all the way?
1,000%. Like,
so we don't have any hold over it at all?
I don't think people are smart enough to take control. So like think about the amount of people that are addicted to social media.
Right.
Our phones literally tell us how much screen time we've spent.
Yeah.
Like my screen time's pretty good, but when I think about it, like the majority of my day, my work day is all computers and phones. I'm on the phone all day. I'm on the computer all day. You then go home and now you're watching TV all day and you're on Instagram and you're tweeting and you're doing this and you're doing that and TikToks and da 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 da. You can learn a lot. I'm not knocking it. The access is amazing. However, you have these iPad babies and it cannot be good for your development. I feel like you're wearing blue light glasses right now because of the fact from looking at the screen. I'm pretty sure you get migraines or it hurts to see.
It hurts to see, like eyesight, starts to cross, shit like that. You look at that screen all day.
I have blue light glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. So if you're an adult with fully developed eyes, how's that for a child with it this close to their face?
No, I don't know who started. I mean, I think it started with it was COVID, right? That put these kids into.
Absolutely not. Because pre-COVID, I worked all through college. I worked at BJ's Brew House. Shout out to you in Daytona, right across from the Speedway. And the amount of children that would freak out, throw things, scream,
they couldn't
yell.
find their phone and shit.
Parents giving them a phone. Parents giving them an iPad.
That type of shit, yeah.
What it goes back to is society forcing women to feel like they need to have kids. And they don't want them. They're not going to make good parents.
Society forces them to have kids?
For sure. As a woman, you feel like your worth is tied to marriage and a child.
Okay.
So now you got a bunch of people that don't actually want kids, but have them, and they don't want to parent them. So here, take this iPad and shut up. Take this phone and be quiet. Like you're not an active parent because you didn't actually want it.
Yeah.
Why did you want to be a mom? Oh, everybody told me I needed to be. Every time I talk to somebody, they're asking me, where's my kid? Well, your kid's on an iPad. Like, stop doing stuff just to do it. So now you have all these kids, or you just don't know how to parent. Maybe you did want them, didn't realize what hard work it is. Maybe you just don't know how to parent. But now you're shutting your kid up with an iPad. And I don't care if they are doing educational stuff. I don't care what it is that they're doing. Spending hours and hours and hours on a screen is not good.
No.
It's not. So, no, I don't think it's COVID. I think it's lazy.
Okay.
It's lazy.
Well, I mean, COVID in terms of this is when I feel like the educational system completely just shifted towards technology because they can't even come to schools anymore.
No.
And then when they got back in, when they opened up the schools again, they said, okay, we're going to just give them laptops and iPads, and this is
because when I was in school, we had laptops, certain classes. No, you had smart boards, you had laptops. No, I don't. I think COVID's an easy.
Well, I don't know when you graduated. I know in
2012
we weren't really given laptops. I remember laptops and all that shit was optional, right? Like it wasn't like they definitely didn't have the budget to give us
computer
that
lab,
shit.
we
had that, yeah.
That was it.
So
but nowadays it's purely iPad laptops, and they're giving it to you, and then now we're doing full classrooms, class shit on the laptop all day. Matter of fact, school's out, but you guys are gonna learn at home with this laptop all day. And
I'll say, shout out to Sharon High School. I went there 2008. Yeah, I moved in January of 2008 there. They had in a math class, because I was really surprised to see it, they would bring out this big cart and it had a bunch of Macs in it.
Right.
And it was in math class. All the math was on this website. And in class, everybody would get assigned a Mac. You would do your homework. You would do your assignment on the Mac, and then you put the Macs back. That was in 2008. We had a computer lab still. You had a typing class. You had this, you had that. I remember in 3rd grade, we had a computer class where we had word art, and you would learn how to graphic design and make different word arts and play. So, I mean, I think it's always been a thing. It's just a matter of how much is it shoved down your throat and how much are you learning.
Yeah.
I think technology is amazing. It's how are you utilizing it? Similar to the AI conversation. What are you doing to benefit from it, and how are you taking a break from it? Because as good as it is, it still is that double-edged sword.
So in terms of that double-edged sword, what is the addiction? How does that, what does that start?
What do you mean?
In terms of the country or the world globally, is considered to be addicted to the phones or laptops or internet in general. Where do you think that starts? What is because you know how they say gateway drug?
I feel like it's different things for different people. Is it the dopamine hit from somebody liking your pictures? Is it the excited feeling you get when you get a notification from a dating app?
I think it might be the dopamine from that liking the picture.
But I think it varies because that same dopamine you get from the like of the picture is the same dopamine if you're single and you're on apps and you're getting a notification. You might be excited about that.
I don't know. All right, so
is it the dopamine from your favorite person texting you?
So let's go to that. So I remember. Do you remember your first what was your first social media in general?
MySpace.
MySpace. Okay, so you remember MySpace when you get that follow. Like they followed you. You see that shit. Like, do you remember the feeling?
I liked it better when people commented on my new layout. Like, I didn't care
Oh,
about
on
the
your
messages.
page?
Yeah, like I
'cause-
just put all this work into
And
coding.
then somebody
Like,
gonna do your shit. They go like,
yes.
yeah.
I
No,
like
facts.
changing my top friends, my little top 5.
All that shit. Yeah.
Did you make it?
Shit, we had the music, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A time.
That to me was the first dopamine hit. Was like seeing all these follow requests and everybody like, oh yeah, I'm gonna follow you, so and so. Shorty.
And people being able to see like your friends, who you know. Then I feel like Facebook would be a quick second. And then Instagram, and then I was late to Instagram and I was late to TikTok. I didn't get Instagram until college.
I was like to Instagram.
And then I was late to
I
TikTok.
was on Twitter though. I was on Twitter. Early.
Love Twitter. I'm still on Twitter. Love Twitter down. It has gotten very dark. I prefer Threads more.
Threads is better.
But I'm still on. Threads, to me, gives me MySpace, Facebook early days, before everybody was fighting. Like the things, the places I find myself on Threads, I'm like, I love it here. I ended up seeing someone who, the makeup artist and the photographer for someone that was getting married, had the same girl. She canceled the wedding but paid all the vendors. And all the vendors ended up in a group chat trying to figure out why was this wedding canceled, because she paid everybody what she owed them and did not have the wedding, which is very unheard of.
Though.
Correct.
Shit.
And she said, I want to make sure every single person gets paid. The venue, the florist,
Everything.
the makeup artist, the pictures. There's no pictures. There's no cake, like, but she still paid everybody.
She a real one, whatever that is, because I mean.
But I
shit.
loved it. Like, how did I end up here? How am I in your business? Love this for me.
Definitely in their business.
TikTok, I'm in Asian people's business. Like, I'm like, you don't like this one because of this. Love this for me. I love finding myself in other
And
people's
so
business.
I think that's another thing is that like you find yourself all over these places and places that you wouldn't believe, like Asian people's business and shit like that. I remember, like I said, but going back to the early days, I think the biggest thing about MySpace, Facebook, and all that was actually talking to not just girls that I knew in school and shit or in the neighborhood. I was talking to girls out. I think around this time I was in Albuquerque when I first got on, and so I'm talking to girls in Jersey, talking to girls in Ohio.
So do you
Bad joints,
remember?
like-
I used to mess. So my uncle and I are 2 months apart, and I used to mess with him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking to some old fat man in his basement.
Catfish, so catfishing, yeah. I mean, that's what
That was the OG
so look,
catfish.
You had the ASL joint, like how, you know what I'm saying? You talking to joints, like, you like, okay, what, you from where? This is your sex, whatever? But I was taught, honestly, so I went to a, and look, this is where development starts for me.
But
when it
wait,
comes to this shit.
I have one for you before MySpace.
Okay.
Do you remember AIM?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think
It's
AIM
like-
started
that's the
it.
one. Everybody was on there, yeah, I'm saying, you chatting, doing this, all
AIM
of that.
started it.
Yeah.
AIM was the online
Yeah.
instant messenger. You get
ASL,
off the buzz.
yeah.
You're talking to everybody. What are you doing?
Off the rip, like as soon as you touch the computer, you like, I'm about to get on AOL.
Yep. Boom.
Go crazy, yeah. Hell yeah.
Sorry. So
this
that
is
was
middle school,
before
yeah.
I had to give the
How
credit.
was you doing on AOL? How old was you on that motherfucker?
Listen.
Like, I was in middle school. Had to been like
What year?
12. Had to be like 2002.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on that early.
When was you on there?
Like-
no, matter of fact, AOL
I
was
went
out
to
for a
South
minute.
Range. So this would have been
AOL had been out for a
07.
minute.
This would have been 07.
It was out till 07. Okay.
This would have been 07 for me.
Y'all was probably doing some crazy shit. Cause I remember, I mean, we was doing crazy shit. I ain't gonna lie. Because, you know, it's still like.
We
it's
weren't
early
doing
days.
anything crazy. It was more like we had group chats with our friends, and it was more like this was the you don't have a cell phone yet era, but there's still minutes on the house phone, so don't be on there all day.
Yeah,
you gotta wait till after 7 or after 9, depending on who you got.
Yeah.
And then you got the 3-way calls and all the fun.
Yeah.
But the AIM really sorry.
No.
I had to give the credit due.
No, you're right. Because it did start with
AIM started it.
AIM started with me going back to, we was going to the rec center, you know what I'm saying? And then we had the computer lab and rec center, and everybody got on AIM. And we was, the boys, obviously, mainly us. The girls were doing their own thing, but I'm pretty sure they were doing the same shit too, because we would talk to them about it, and they was like, yeah, we're on AIM. I'm like, that's crazy. But we would go to the trying to be grown at 12, 11 years old, crazy shit. Chatting up random people, you know what I'm saying, asking their age and all that stuff. Yeah, all of
I
that.
didn't do that.
Yeah,
I don't like people though.
I mean, we don't know him. We just talking shit. Like we behind the homie on there. He talking to everybody. You know what I mean?
I'm
But
here for a purpose. I want to see what my friends doing.
You know, like this is early days. But yeah, that's the early days of basically the dopamine of the digital age. I mean, I think computer lab for any child, especially, was the early days of
Computer
digital
lab
age.
was a wild time because so we got to set the tone because we
Right.
don't know who's watching.
Right.
So you go to class and you're just sitting in a room with nothing but computers. And the teacher is normally walking around, at least where I went to school, like
Yeah.
walking around trying to peek at your screen.
See what you're doing, yeah.
But every so often, you would get that problem child who would look up something sketchy that did not get blocked yet by the system. And then the laughter erupts, the BS
Everybody
erupts.
going around, hell yeah, we like.
And it's like, pss, pss, pss. So then you're sending it in the group chat, like, go look at this, go look at this. And then everybody's getting in trouble. Computer's off, and it's done.
Because how in
things weren't just blocked immediately.
How in 1999 you already knew how to look up titties, like, and you was like 9
Now,
years
I don't know
old.
about
Wait,
99.
99?
I don't know about 99.
I don't know about 99.
This was
On the-
more
on
like
the Mac.
06, 07.
Yeah.
On the Mac, I mean that's for y'all.
Yeah,
06,
06,
07.
07,
Y'all don't know.
Yeah, they knew how to.
Y'all don't
And
know
we did
about
not
this.
have a Mac in the computer lab.
So
It was
let me tell you,
definitely given
It
black
was originally
PCs.
so originally a lot of schools actually did have Macs.
If you had
Apple
the color,
was
the color
first,
Macs,
the colorful
the
see-through
big
Macs.
I know what you're talking
red,
about. The
blue,
schools
green.
I went to,
They
we
didn't
did not have
yeah,
those.
no,
We
but
had the
those-
black.
But those Macs were like ancient.
Yeah.
Like
So-
they're not like Macs today.
Yeah.
They're like
In math
These
class,
are
we had the
the
thick.
blocky motherfucking.
We had the
DUI.
thick laptop Macs, but we didn't have the big belly. I know what you're talking about. We didn't have those. In the computer lab, they had the thin, black, very thin. I want to say Dell, maybe. I don't know. But it was all black, and it was not a Mac. It
I'm
was
talking
not
about
Mac.
pixelated.
But I think Apple was just first to that.
I think
game.
Apple funded a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think they were first to it. For
Yeah.
But we didn't.
we had Macs.
This school I went to, it was good, but it wasn't that good. We ain't had Macs.
Yeah, it was.
No,
yeah.
what I'm saying is Macs
Apple.
weren't the high end that they are today.
Oh, yeah,
Back
at that
then, they were
time.
like the low budget option.
Yeah, but for the computer lab, not. But for individual classes, yeah, math class got prioritized Macs and smart boards, which where did the smart boards go? I loved smart boards.
They're still around.
I loved getting
Well,
caught.
Are they not using smart boards anymore?
I haven't
They're
seen
using
them.
smart boards more than projectors.
Now, if projectors and the big back TVs.
Projectors were the ones.
I don't think they're using big back
You
TVs.
gotta hurry up and write the notes before they swipe that little
They
clear.
take that little clear
Oh, yeah.
sheet
Snatch
off
it off
and
and
they
get
wipe
the
it
next
off.
one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
bro.
just smell the cleaner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As you
And they
saying.
only had 3 colors.
It's really like a
Or
nostalgia
4, black,
episode. We
green.
reminiscing about the
Yeah.
old stuff
Black,
before
green, red.
technology really took
Next,
over.
actually, I guess the first dopamine hit would have been the little Tamagotchi
That- yeah,
and the
that's-
Game Boys.
I
If
mean,
we're not talking about
gaming
social
was-
media,
I think it all started when the internet became yeah, I agree. Social media came. I think that's
like
when
AIM,
it all-
Instant Messenger.
AIM was like he said, don't be on AIM. You might run into a
Well,
predator.
shit, it might be
But
really the
then-
first.
but then,
when
like,
you when you first
MySpace-
got your cell phone, I mean, just off that too.
Not even this.
Well, so like with a cell phone, I don't
Yeah,
know.
'cause
Back
you
in
on
the
the
day,
phone all day.
well, back in the day, when I got my first cell phone, I wasn't supposed to be on the phone. I wasn't supposed to be texting.
Yeah,
I wasn't
I was on
supposed to be
that
calling.
You
Because
had
when
so
got
many text
charged.
messages you
Seven
could
everything.
send.
Nigga, 7
Data,
PM?
you couldn't.
Nigga, we-
There were data cost a lot.
You got 1,000 text messages a month.
Exactly. So I wasn't really on it. I got in so much trouble
Brody.
for texting people, so I couldn't do it.
You know, now that we're talking about it and I kind of am like walking myself back and forth, I feel like certain things were created and then they didn't realize that it separated us and then they tried to bring us back together. So, like, think about your CD player with the headphones.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can't talk to you because I have my
Your headphones, yeah.
headphones in and I'm walking. And it's not the Walkman, it's the individual
The little
open this
CD
up
player,
and it's
yeah.
the CD
Yeah.
player and it's
You
big.
gotta put it down on the table. You can't walk with that shit. Nothing.
Don't scratch
Cause
it.
yeah. all
So
that.
then, we fast forward and it goes down to you have your iPods,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's the nano or the thick one or whatever. And now you have your little headphones and you can share music, talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're not connecting. So how do we connect again? Okay, now we have our cell phones and we have our sidekicks and our iPhones and your Razor. And then I feel like it was more, let's not try to keep everybody apart. Let's pull them together. So how do we pull people from here and from here? Now you have AIM. Now you have MySpace, now
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, and then it just goes and goes. I remember WhatsApp like early on.
I ain't never really messed with WhatsApp.
WhatsApp early on, and then it converted to what it is now. Like it's easy to talk to people in other countries. Like I use it a lot for work,
Okay.
a lot
I
for
didn't know
business.
people used WhatsApp like that. I mean, I thought the hot thing was Kik, right? Everybody was on Kik. That was the text messaging app. That was like America's WhatsApp. Like,
so maybe I went to school where I graduated from. We had a lot of foreign people.
Okay,
so
that
maybe
might
because,
be what it is,
but we
yeah.
use Kick too. But I think
Kick was like, yeah, what's
that was
your
my
Kick?
introduction.
Like, I remember, I think that was like right when I was turning into my like adult. I was moving into the 20s,
Yeah,
like
Kick
18,
was before
20.
me. That was before.
So,
that's why-
like-
Do you remember Ask FM?
yeah,
It sounds familiar, yeah.
Where you could like ask people
Ask a
anonymous
question,
questions.
and yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And then what was the Vine was a time.
Vine was, yeah. But
But
that's
that was
like, you know,
late.
social sharing.
What was the blue one? It was like India Love was really popular on there. It was more of a posting like vlog style. It was blue and
Was it
white.
Tumblr?
Yeah, maybe Tumblr.
Could be
Tumblr was
Tumblr.
blogs. Like
Yeah.
you had your own blog.
Yeah.
And you would just post like all kinds of stuff, like pictures, GIFs, images. It was
I feel like you had different
had a
areas
lot.
for different people depending on your style. Tumblr was like the OG Pinterest.
yeah. Tumblr was Pinterest really got its ideas from Tumblr. It's just the difference with Pinterest and Tumblr is Pinterest is just boards. So it's just
Yeah.
images. But Tumblr you could do text, you could do music, you
TikTok
could do
is
Dude, news, a lot of
Vine.
people
All
came,
that.
a lot of people came up off of Tumblr for sure.
Yeah.
Straight
I
up,
feel like
yeah.
a lot of our social media is like a give and take. Like, okay, well, we're pushing people apart. How do we pull them back together? How do we pull them back together?
That's the business model now for sure.
And I love the togetherness. I am very upset that the US bought TikTok because I can definitely tell the suppression and the push for hate, which there's a new episode of The Hunting Party. It's on Peacock. Check it out if you're not watching it. But on the newest episode, one of the guys is attacking this woman who's the head of a company. And he's like, this is not what I created this for. Admit what you're doing. And she's like, I'm sorry. We do prioritize hateful comments because hate sells. And when I think about like different people's algorithms and what different people tell me, like, oh yeah, every time I get on, I see this. Like if we both look at the same post right now, the comments that I see are going to be very different than the comments you see. Like, period.
I didn't know that. I never
Yes.
really thought about that.
Yes. Based on what you like, it will show you different comments. So like I have my little friend and I sent him a video and I was like, oh, look at the comments. And he was like, my comments look different. So I screenshotted mine. He was like, my comments do not look like this at all. And
is
then
that on Instagram?
Instagram and TikTok.
TikTok usually I see the same stuff, but Instagram for sure. I know for a fact Instagram does.
It's very different.
because it'll show you the top comment of somebody saying something wild, and I'm like, I don't see that.
And then if like it goes based on your algorithm and how you speak. So if you are pro-Trump, you are going, it's an echo chamber. You're going to see all the comments that are pro-Trump. If you're not, you're going to see all the comments that are on your side. Even Threads does it because I'll see people, Threads and X does it because I'll see people say, oh, the comments pass the vibe check. And then I'll look and I'm like, oh, they do. Or I'll see somebody say, oh my God, I can't believe you guys are so hateful and so rude. And then I'll look at the comments and I don't see any of that. And I'm like, yeah, people are definitely seeing, and I mean, I'll scroll. Like I'll scroll a few times, but if it's like 15,000, obviously I'm not looking at all those, but I'll scroll and I won't see one negative comment. And I'm like, oh, that's their algorithm. But it's definitely algorithm based.
I would definitely say if y'all have like hateful comments, y'all see hateful comments a lot in y'all algorithm, I would
Start liking the positive comments
I
and
would
stop
start
looking
doing
at
a
that
little
stuff.
flushing. Yeah, because
You're the problem.
Yeah, you are what is basically what they're calling doom scrolling, in which.
But I doom scroll and mine doesn't look like that.
Do you?
I doom scroll.
What is doom scroll to you? Because I don't think there's a real
Laying in
true-
my bed in the middle of the night, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and seeing
But see, I
what
don't
tunnel
know
I
about
fall
the-
down.
Do you call that doom scroll? I don't call it doom scroll because I be having some positive shit on mine. So I be
Doom
like,
scrolling
scrolling
is
is
scrolling
where
without
you-
a purpose.
you just zone out and you're just sitting there just
Intaking
Oh,
information,
I see.
intaking data. You're
watching.
just,
So you can doom scroll for 5 minutes, you doom scroll for an hour.
and I consider
You know,
it doom
an
hour,
scrolling
my
when
nigga?
you thought it was 5 minutes and then it's an hour and you're like, fuck. Like you've never woken up in the middle of the night and just started scrolling and then it's like 4 a.m.
nah, hell no.
So like
Some people do.
my dog will wake me up sometimes.
Yeah.
So if Nyla wakes me up at like 2, I go downstairs, take her to pee, we come back up, give her a treat, wipe her paws, get back in bed. If I can't fall back asleep, I'll be
just
like,
on
all
your
right, let's
phone.
see what's going on. I get on.
That's what
Okay.
messes up your sleep too.
Next thing I know, it's fucking 6.
because you're engaged in
It's
that
6
shit.
Well,
and
it's
I
not
gotta
even
be up
it's
anyway.
It's the light on your eyes. It ruins the quality of your sleep. They say you're not supposed to really look at a screen for
2 hours.
like 15 minutes before you go to
Go to
bed.
bed. Yeah.
15, I heard like 2 hours.
2 hours is crazy, but that's
I heard because of the lights and then you're reactive because you're
Sometimes you
waiting
need
for a
that wind
text
down,
or
I
you're
guess.
waiting. They said it's like 2 hours. But yeah, no. So like that's what I consider doom scrolling. Like scrolling without a purpose, basically.
Okay.
Doesn't matter how much time you lose. You're just
I think
no
I
intent to
consider
look
you
for
can
anything.
have a purpose looking for something, and then you'll end up just
How much time has passed? Yeah.
you can be like, oh, let me find a restaurant real quick. You find the restaurant, and then you just keep swiping.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, you done went through like 50 videos.
I look for a restaurant, and then I find a travel thing, and then I see a house thing, and then I see this, and then I see
But
that.
that's how it's designed to keep
Yeah.
you engaged. So, it's like one of the most addictive drugs.
It's weird because I love the content that I scroll. You know what I'm saying? Like I
So do
really
I.
am
Whether
curating my
whether you
feed.
like it or not,
It's still doom scrolling.
It's still doom scrolling.
It's
yeah.
like if you go shopping and you spend $1,000 on a bunch of stuff that you really like, you still spent $1,000. Doesn't matter.
Well, it's like if you go shopping and you go to the grocery store for one thing,
And you end up with
and
20.
then you end up with a cart full of stuff.
Mm.
This is what doom scrolling
Still
really is.
needed
So
it.
like when you get on, you can get on with a purpose without. Most people get on social media now just to look, right? You want to see what's going on, right? It's your window because we don't have that outside camaraderie and people don't want to go places. It's dangerous now. There's all kind of shit going on.
Is it because it's dangerous now, or is it like
it's too much to be mindful of, right? The social media aspect has made us so aware of everything that's going on, right? Think about 20 years ago, if we were dealing with what we're dealing with now. Will we know every facet of everything? Will we know that the leader of Iran was possibly killed, or he was killed and then his son took over his place? Will we know that people are saying that the leader of Israel is dead and they're trying to hide that? We wouldn't. How would we know that?
And that's what I love about social media for all of its faults. Right now, regardless of how you're looking at politics or whatever, we live in an echo chamber where the most hateful people are running our country right now. And what they're putting out is things to purposely divide us.
Mm-hmm.
And I love, and the news is owned by a conglomerate. Anything that's put out to go against anything is, quote, fake news. So you really don't know what you can believe. So for the educated American right now, it's like when you hear something, it feels exhausting because it's like, there's no way this is real. Like Trump just put out a statement saying that brown people are inherently bad and predisposed to being evil and doing bad things. And I'm like, there's no way this is true. And yes, he actually said that, and you can hear it and you can see it. And it's like part of you wants to say, like, this is so far-fetched. There's no way that it's real. Let me look and see where else I can find this to make sure nobody's rage baiting. And you find it somewhere, and you find it somewhere else, you find it somewhere else, you find it somewhere else. And you're like, okay, it's true. Or like my favorite thing to do is right now, because our news is being censored. And you cannot like me. You cannot like what I have to say. You can think I'm dumb. Look it up for yourself. Our news is being censored 1,000%. And other countries are actively reporting things that are happening right now. And it's very scary to see the way other countries are viewing us. Switzerland, AKA I'm not taking a side, I'm Switzerland. Switzerland took a side. They said we are wrong. That's a problem. So when you now have the capability to Google British news, American news, Iranian news, Israeli news, whoever you like, whatever you want to see, you now have those capabilities. So you're no longer in an echo chamber, or you don't have to be in an echo chamber of only being fed what people are deciding.
how do you source? How do you find a good news source?
Aaron Parnas, love him.
You know, a lot of people hate Aaron Parnas.
I don't care. Why do you hate him? My question is, why do you hate him?
Well, I don't.
So
I'm just
my
saying-
thing when it comes to news, so I went to school for public relations and my minor was broadcast journalism, productions and technologies. So when studying journalism, a good journalist does not have an opinion. It is a fact. It is not how I feel. It is a fact. So if we're going to use this camera that I'm looking into right now, it is a fact that I'm sitting here speaking into a black Sony camera that is on a tripod, and I'm speaking in a black mic. Whether I like this equipment or not, or love it or hate it, those are the facts. If someone is reading what is happening and reporting that live, that is in fact the news. I like him because he is impartial. He doesn't care if it's good, bad, or indifferent. He's telling you exactly what it is. And the problem that we have right now in this society is everyone wants their feelings to be accounted for. Well, he doesn't like him, so da-da-da-da. None of that matters. What matters is what happened. Is it in fact raining outside, or are you lying? Is the sun outside, or are you lying? Do you have a Rolling Stone shirt on? Yes or no? That is it.
Yeah. No, he reports news.
That's why I like him.
He's not really like an op-ed journalist. He's more like a, hey, this is what's going on right now.
This is a fact. Yeah. This is what is happening.
This is what we're doing, and blah, blah, blah.
It's quick. It's digestible.
They don't like him because I think his pops or some shit did some...
That's not him.
Some other shit.
I know, that's not him. And he speaks about it all the time. He's never tried to hide it.
It's mainly because he does more op-ed. And it's they want people...
No, it's because you don't like what he's saying.
He's less op-ed. They want him to be more op-ed. They want him to be more attacking in terms of when he just really just says,
that's not news.
Briefly, this is what's going on.
And that's the issue. Again, we are uneducated and we don't know. That is not news. Picking a side and coming at somebody's character or their personality or whatever is great for an argument. It's great for reality television. It's great for drama. That is not news. If I ask you, and that's the problem that we have right now in our news, watch Newsroom. If you don't believe me, you can hear it from a white man. If you want to state what is happening and state the facts, who you laid down with, who you were married to, what you do in your personal life is not valid. What is valid is what we are talking about. And that's why this country is all over the place, because we're talking about everything except for the point. You can ask a direct question and we don't get a direct answer, even in session, because everybody's used to social media. That's what happens when you have a reality star in office and you have a bunch of unqualified people. You get a bunch of unqualified answers because they don't know the answers.
So I think going back to that in terms of qualification, because sources and all that, in the digital age, in terms of validating somebody as a source, you know what I'm saying, especially in the digital age, because like somebody like Aaron Parnas. I think he has, what is it called? He's always saying it's Substack, right?
He has the highest ever followers on Substack.
Correct.
Yeah.
So in turn, obviously back in the day, or most reporters at least were tied to some kind of publication. New York Post. I don't think New York Post is good.
I know what you mean.
New York Times.
But now it doesn't matter. All the publications are owned by pretty much the same people. Exactly. So who cares if you're hearing the same thing from me?
So what should people look for in terms of digital validation? If we're going to say, hey, this person is a good source, why are they a good source specifically?
Who owns them? And where are they getting their information from? Okay. Like, is all of your news coming from CNN? Is all of your news coming from Fox? Is all of your news coming from MSNBC? Is all of your news coming from the exact same place? And then my question would be, if you're looking at 3 news sources, are all 3 of those saying the exact same thing, and are they all owned by the exact same person? If the answer is yes, then you're just asking your mom the same question 3 different ways. Like, to keep it as simple as possible. So if you want a difference in opinion, and that's the problem, you don't want a difference of opinion. You want to say, the sky is red, he told me so that's all that matters. Find something else. And if it's really hard to find the answer, put it in TikTok and see what TikTok says. Because you can definitely find it. Look at BBC. Type in what you're looking for, and you would be surprised the news sources that pop up on TikTok, which is why I said TikTok. There's a lady, white, short hair. I want to say it's like a mix between black and gray. She got fired from the news and then brought back on. She's another good one. She's very impartial. She sticks to facts.
She has white hair?
It's like black and gray, taller.
She has glasses?
Yes.
She's on MSNBC? I think I know you're talking about.
I think so.
You're talking about,
but she's a good news source. She gives impartial news. But put in whatever you're looking for in TikTok and then look for news reporters that are talking about it and see if they have a difference in opinion. If you can't search for something, look at international news. Everyone right now is reporting on what's happening in America because it's affecting the world. Stop looking for things that just make you feel comfortable. It's okay to be uncomfortable and it's okay to admit that you're wrong.
Is it Maddow?
Let me see. Because I don't know her name.
Okay. I mean, I like Rachel Maddow. I think Rachel Maddow is really like...
That might be her. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
I've never watched in a sense of I'm listening. Yes.
Yeah, she's cold. She's one of the ones I look at.
Yeah.
Because she got fired. I think probably CNN, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was hard body. Anybody hard body from CNN that gets fired from CNN for being too hard body, I'm like, okay, yeah, I fuck with them.
Because why are you getting fired for reporting what's going on?
And so that's the thing, right? Because when I look at news, the thing that I look at when it comes to specifically, let's go to politics, right? If I look at, let's say there's an issue and there's a Republican issue or some kind of Republican opinion about something. If a Republican representative is against their own party, or let's say, I go even farther into it. Let's say Fox News has a report on something, on an issue. And the issue is usually, you would think they would side with the Republican side on this issue, but they instead go the other way. That's when I started to do even more research. I'm like, okay, if Fox News is going opposite of what they usually try to push, why is that specifically? I mean, I remember looking at this old girl from Georgia. She used to go back at it with Jasmine.
Mallory.
It's not Mallory. I think it's something
Taylor,
else. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Marjorie.
So when she did her flip.
And that's what I was going to say. I hate personally, looking at the parties is not a good way to go. There's a man in Georgia that's running right now. Can't think of his name, but he switched parties. He switched over to Democrat to try to trick people. Stop looking at things as Republican and Democrat. And I've said that numerous times. I don't identify as anything. I identify as what I agree with and what I personally feel like is right.
Would you even label yourself?
No.
You wouldn't say independent?
I tried. So when I wasn't able to vote
for a primary during
in 2012 because of, I think it was 2012, like when I graduated. It was like I couldn't vote because I was 17. I voted when I was in college for Obama's second term, and I was really trying to figure out what's the difference between Democrat and Republican. One of my parents is white, one of my parents are black. One was saying all black people vote this way, all white people vote this way. How are you going to vote? And I was like, well, I don't understand that. So I did a test to see, like, where do I fall? And it was inconcise, like it was inconclusive. It was like, maybe this way, just vote independent. So I was like, okay. For me, it's what makes sense. I don't have to be one or the other. It's what makes sense. And that's how they're dividing us. Stop paying attention to Republican and Democrat and just listen to what people are saying. Does that make sense for you? Does that make sense for your lifestyle? Does that make sense for your children? Does it make sense? If not, don't listen.
Is it easier to define the correct lining today than it was previously because of the digital age, or?
No, because I feel like they're so focused on us hating each other right now. It's Democrat versus Republican, when in reality it should be correct versus wrong. And there's a difference between a Republican and a Trump supporter. And I don't feel like that's a thing. And I feel like if we, again, which is why I've said a few times, we just need to get rid of the parties, because nobody is one party. No. Like, how are you telling me that for the last 30 years you've been Republican, now all of a sudden you're Democrat, but all of your issues and all of the ways you want to vote is still Republican? You're just saying shit to just get voted in because you think people are just going to go in, see the D and vote and not know, oh, it's a man, it's a D, vote, I got it. It's not correct. Focus on the issues and what they're saying.
So in terms of, we just talked about validation. Another kind of weird thing about the digital age today is, and we're gonna go because it's not parallel to political activity, but it's definitely in that realm right now specifically, because Nicki Minaj recently has decided to walk into politics in an interesting way. I
cannot stand pick-me-ass bitches. And I mean that for males and females. Like her, Amber Rose, there were a few men. There were a few black men, too, that are just Nelly. I have no problem.
Nelly been ghost.
I bet he has after he said that he was going to do it. So this is my thing. I don't care. If you like it, I love it. But it is very wild to be an illegal immigrant and vote for Trump. And it is very wild to be an illegal immigrant that's married to a pedophile, who has a child with a pedophile, whose brother is a pedophile, who cannot legally vote in this country, to tell people what to do. And it's even more insane to me to allow somebody to have you dance and play and do a show and placate just to get your pedophile husband off. And I mean, just like Amber Rose, we'll see what happens. And I think it's very sad. And it just shows like the amount of young women that I saw saying that they're Republican now just because she said so. Like at some point, y'all got to grow the fuck up.
So I think that's where it goes.
You got to grow up.
The digital age has created
this
thing.
No, it didn't create anything.
No,
people are dumb.
No, the influx of what they call parasocial relationships due to the digital age. I mean, we're talking about people who look at these iconic figures.
Like the lady who just shot Rihanna's house. You're unwell.
Yeah.
Like when I see people, Obama would never. This person, y'all don't know them. Y'all don't know these people. You do not know these people. Like you are unwell. Like I have people that I love Rihanna. I think she's cool. I don't know where she lives. Like I don't know where her kids go to school. Like the way y'all get in these comments and argue on behalf of these people or for these people, like it is very scary. It's very scary. Like go touch some grass, like go outside, like breathe some fresh air. Like y'all go really hard for people. And I personally I don't understand it. There is not a person in this world that I care about that I don't know that I would act this way.
I mean, I think people were like that for Michael Jackson before.
It's still unwell. I don't care who you did it for. It's unwell.
Because
it's definitely worse now. I mean, it's more access.
I think it really goes into like identity, right? So like a lot of people build their identities off of stuff that they find online and just like, or after a celebrity, or they just centralize their lives around that person. It's very weird. Very, very, very weird. And even some people have identities online where their entire life is online, like that couple that broke up. That wouldn't have been that wouldn't have been as big of a deal if they weren't online, right? That's a regular that shit happens, right? It sucks.
But I don't think it's just social media couples, because I feel like everybody was in Lori Harvey's business, and it's like she's a young woman dating. Like she's not going to date the same person. Like think about her friend.
That's the parasocial aspect.
How many people have you dated?
That's the parasocial aspect.
How many people have you dated? Like
people care
real.
about it's. I think that's been around for years though. Like think about tabloids. Think about tabloids.
That's what I was gonna say. When I watched
TMZ been going hard since before social media.
When I watched the Victoria Beckham show on Netflix, the way media ate her up. And recently I watched
Victoria
Beckham's. It's so good.
Oh, I thought they was more upset about her son than her.
This came out before that incident.
Okay.
Her documentary was really good. There's another one out right now about John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bassett on Hulu. Watch it. Very interesting. I don't know the real story behind it. I was a child. Don't know. I heard they were trashy. Love that. Love that they were arguing in New York Central Park. Great. Cool. The show itself, I loved it. I needed a love story. Not sure if it's their true love story. I liked it. I like it. The way people were in that man's business. And Jackie Kennedy said it best in there. She said, well, the actress as Jackie Kennedy, she said, for some reason, America feels as if we lost John. Because it's true. We saw it happen, right? We saw the incident. It shook the world, and Jackie purposely kept her dress on so they could see what they did. So everybody felt as if they lost their president, which you did. You don't know the man. You don't know him. So now you feel entitled to everything. You feel entitled to who are his kids? Who is his wife? What are they wearing? What are they dating? Who are they doing? What are they eating? What? You feel as if this family owes you something because they're America's family. Nobody owes you anything. And it goes through like JFK Jr. failing the bar exam twice. And, oh, what is he doing? Oh, this. We still do it today. We feel entitled to people's space and time just because they perform for us or they're our favorite artist or whatever. Be for real, bro. Like, I don't get it.
Adultery's been a thing.
I don't get it.
It was written in the Bible.
Grow up.
This has been a thing for thousands of years.
Grow up.
I think it's just embedded. I mean, it's a herd.
So how do some people have it and some people don't?
It's either that or it's jealousy, right? Because even if you look at it, think about like streamers and stuff who are popular now. People are waiting for the downfall of so many people. Like,
and I don't get that. I've never seen a streamer in real life. Like, I don't even understand what they do. I know Kai makes a lot of money, but I don't. What is he streaming? I know he, like, from what I've heard and randomly seen, you're showering in clothes. Like,
you're a personality. Like, when you think of a personality, what do you think? You think of somebody who's just
like what, like a TV personality, a radio personality.
They get on a TV show, they talk. And you just enjoy them talking to people,
and then I turn it off and go about my business. Like, I don't understand it outside of that.
It's the modern day talk show. Think about it like that.
And it just goes?
Yeah. You just get on whenever. It's a modern day talk show.
And you're just watching it. So why are people watching him shower?
That was part of his stream. It was a watch me lit, like watch my life. Like, I'm going to stream consistently for 30 days. And you guys are going to see everything. It's not like he was butt naked in the shower.
But that's unwell. Like,
he was showering. So
I don't care. It's unwell on multiple levels. It's unwell that he's doing it. It's unwell that people want to watch it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that there's even a niche for this or that people want to see it is the problem. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think there's merit because if you think about
merit
like,
in what?
If you think about Speed, right? Speed is another one. He's been going around the world and just showing off different countries.
Is that the light-skinned man?
No, he's dark-skinned.
Okay.
He's dark-skinned. He's just going around the country showing off, around the world, showing off different countries.
Okay, love that.
And so you get to just see somebody go around. It's like a talk show. Or watching.
Is he showering too?
No, he's not showering on stream. He did it before, but I mean, that's the part where it gets weird, right?
So that's where I'm getting lost.
That's the parasocial part. That's where they're playing into the parasocialness of it because it's like, what happens is if I stream for 30 days straight and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be right back. I'm about to go take a shower. They're gonna be like, that nigga ain't take a shower. He just went off stream.
I'm about to bring it to you. You've seen Jersey Shore?
Back in the day, yeah, of course.
You've seen Real Life?
Yeah.
Whatever. You don't remember the shower scenes?
Same shit.
Why? I never understood those.
But we still watched them.
Yeah.
We still sat in
honestly, that's when I would go get snacks. If it was taking too long for the bathroom break. Like, why am I watching this?
Unless one of the baddie joints is on there.
You're not going to see it.
You know what I'm saying?
And honestly, to be real,
you can hope.
To be real, I feel like Real World, the reason they showed those shower scenes is because people were normally hooking up.
Yeah.
I don't think they were showing them just to wash up. It was normally because somebody was hooking up and sneaking away. And that was the only place they had privacy. I never understood that. Why are we watching them sleep? Why are we watching them hook up? Why are we watching them shower? Why? I'm watching Mr. Beast games right now. Shout out to Mr. Beast because you got all the shows. All the shows and then some. And it's wild. So I'm watching the newest one. Well, it just ended. And you don't see them in the shower. At least I haven't.
I mean, that's not important to the show. It's not reality. It's a game show. Like, it'd be weird if that would be
Kai's
weird.
His is supposed to be.
I get where you're coming from. It is weird.
It's weird as fuck.
It's weird behavior, but
and the fact that we have normalized it to the point that you guys are trying to make it make sense.
No, I ain't not making it make sense.
You're trying to make it. You're trying to make me understand why it makes sense to somebody else.
This is why he's.
Where did it start?
During Real Life,
reality TV shows,
no.
Jersey Shore, all that shit.
Because they didn't show it. He's showing himself in there.
Yeah, they were in there.
No, it was. No, it's very different.
It's the same shit. I'm telling you right now, it's the same shit. Big Brother, facts.
Big Brother.
Really seen the whole thing.
Big Brother is literally 24/7. We're watching you, showering, shitting, all
that. That's exactly what that
It's a 20-minute episode. You've never seen it.
They cut it. They do. No,
they might record that long, but you don't see that.
They keep it all in there.
That's the parallel. That is the.
But at what point do you cross the line and say no? Like, if you are sitting, like, and I seriously mean this. I'm not even trying to be a bitch. If you are sitting at home watching somebody's live or stream or video to the point that you need to watch them shower because you don't believe it, that's unwell. Like, you need to, you have a problem. And if you're streaming to where you're doing that, you have a problem. I get that, like, you want money and whatever, but, like, all money isn't good money. If people feel like they have a need for that, you need to go talk to somebody. Like, you're not well.
I mean, it's like
you're not well. Like, I'm genuinely concerned.
Like that. It's like
that's different.
I think that's different.
That's very different. I think that they're not well either, but I'm not going to ick their yum. Like, that's very different than feeling like, oh my gosh, I need to see what he's doing. Why is he in the shower?
That is crazy. Yeah.
I think that's why
it's a parasocial thing, and I don't know. It's the age
odd. What is the definition of parasocial?
Parasocial is you're focusing on somebody else's. You're more involved in somebody else's life than your own, right?
Yeah, you need a therapist.
So the social
Adultery.
the social aspect of your own life is second to somebody else's. So like one big thing that happens is like where people are like, oh, who's such and such dating? And you don't even know these people. Who cares if they're dating that person or not? Like there was you see this stuff a lot more in this new age because like I said,
so
streaming,
I'll say the dating thing I feel like is hard because I'll have conversations with my little man friend and it'll be like, who is this girl? And I'm like, oh, she's such and such baby mom. We know because it's shoved down our throat. It's not like I'm actively searching.
Well, I don't mean
these
like in
people.
a casual sense. I mean in a like you're shipping people, which is like, oh, you need to date this person. Like, so these are
I think I asked you a question
these are
before.
concepts.
I said, do you know all of Nick Cannon's baby moms and their kids? Like, you know how they had, like, they show the brackets and shit. They be like, oh, this is, you know what I mean?
I know a few of them because I've seen them on shows. Like, I know
people
Mariah.
Some people know the whole shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even think he know the whole shit.
Right. So, I mean, and that's
the parasocial aspect.
That's the parasocial aspect.
Y'all need a life.
I think I just
Y'all
look
don't
at
got
it
enough
like,
to do.
or-
Like, how do you have time? Like, I work a lot, and it's very hard for
these
me to
people
like.
don't have jobs.
Yeah, clearly, like
I know niggas who
Or
know,
these people do have jobs and this is their life. Like,
I know niggas who know the entire like Chicago beefs, like and the people who are involved. I know people who know like all the beefs in like fucking Florida, and they're not even from there, right? Or New York and shit like.
Are you talking about like rap beef?
Right,
Yeah.
Past that, like rap and fucking like gangster.
Are they gangsters? Are they in gangs?
They want to be, seems like, but no,
Oh.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, people will involve themselves in these things.
I feel like are those your friends?
People.
They need a life.
We talked about
they
this.
need a life. Like, that's very concerning to me. Like, I know about some rap beefs just because I listen to the music. Like, King Von was a storyteller. I'm in there. We in there together.
Yeah,
we
they know about King. They know about all.
But do you know about every nigga that King Von was beefing with?
Exactly.
You just know the main ones.
If I think of the songs, probably because I definitely know the words, so I definitely probably know
like,
what happened.
These niggas know
He was giving a
exactly
story.
what hoods they're
But
from,
no,
what gang they're from, all of that shit.
they got stat sheets and shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like.
Yeah.
I fear people don't have lives because how is that beneficial to you?
I think
Like for me, I'll say I love my algorithm in a sense of like Instagram for sure, like ready to be rich because the things that pop up on my thing, I'm like, how did I get this? Like the other day I saw this $600,000 Cadillac Escalade that's like, it's amazing. And I was like, I love this. Or I'll see
crazy.
like
That's a house note.
a house note.
600,000?
600,000, yeah.
That's a house note.
I mean, that's a house. I wouldn't say a note because I feel like there's more payments.
Like a house, yeah.
That's why I'm like,
that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Like
payments?
a house.
Yeah, I mean, that's a townhome in
off.
Roswell. Like,
It's crazy as it's only a townhome.
it's starting, right? Anyways, I feel like, I forgot what I was going to say.
You were talking about your social media feed.
Oh, it's great. Like, there are certain creators that I'll say, oh my God, I love their kitchen. Not in like a weird way.
There's nothing. So there's
It's like,
there's a
I
line.
love that you have this because I like your style or I like
Yeah.
your this. And I feel like that's what's missing. Like, I follow specific interior designers. I follow specific women that I like the way that they dress. Men, I like the way that they dress. I like what they drive. I like whatever. I feel like there's a line that's being crossed
Yep.
between inspiration and idolization, I guess.
Yep.
But I feel like even idolizing, like, Christy, her home looks really nice from what I could see. Like Married to Medicine, Toya's closet is like #dream goals. I know y'all like to mess with her, but
see, this isn't
love
really
her
social.
closet.
This is just I like what you've done, and I want to take inspiration from that. That's normal.
And that's where I feel like people are missing. Like, how did we skip? Like, I want that to like
Because
But
we're in the digital age.
there's also a
I don't
thing
think
where
that's to the digital age because I'm in the digital age and I don't act like that. I think y'all need drugs. Y'all need therapists.
A lot of people don't.
Y'all need help.
there's
Y'all need
also a
help.
thing
gotta
where
regulate. It's
They
a
look
drug.
at parasocial shit as good journalism as well. I mean, there's a lot of people who created careers off of being parasocial. When you look at DJ Academics, I mean, obviously you don't want
God.
to look at his. You don't want to.
Every time I see him, he's arguing with a woman. I still don't understand what he does.
He's
And Justin LeBoy, he was arguing with Coy Leray. I think they're dating. He was very cringy.
He was
I
arguing
don't-
with her. Aren't they?
Oh
No,
my
they
gosh!
had
Yes,
an
he was
interview.
such a
Look,
little
there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes.
I watched the interview.
I'm
watched
talking
the
about what I
interview.
said. I was like, oh, aren't they dating?
No, they had it.
Yeah, no, I watched the
They're in
interview.
They're both
But I
drunk.
could never date a man that runs a blog. That's
Imagine
very feminine
being
behavior.
drunk on an interview
Damn,
with
he
your
can't run
girlfriend.
well, he runs a tabloid blog.
It's very messy. I could not date a man. I
What if,
like
what if he had like a regular blog about just regular
I cannot
shit? Like
date
he
a
blogs
man
about food.
that is obsessed with other people's
Oh, okay.
lives. That's in order to run a successful blog. That's who you need to be.
Yeah.
That is
But
to
wouldn't that
me.
be a journalist?
I kind of feel like Dame Dash. That is giving women-like tendencies. Like you are a female.
But that's a journalist, though, right?
I don't think so because they leave it at the door.
Yeah.
Nah,
Like
they go in.
no,
There are some journalists who
Journalists
go on the
who
deep
go in.
end. Yeah, I mean, you've seen
you
movies.
can become obsessed with
Yeah, I was
anything.
about to say, there's movies where you
What do
see
you think about 50
journalists.
Cent?
I think he's very feminine. I love the fact that he argues. I love the fact that he stands up for himself. I love the fact that he holds a grudge. But he is a man that I do not see him. And 50, if you see this, please don't come for me.
He
Like
coming for you.
I like
He
you.
coming.
You seem very cool, but I do not feel like he has the same energy for men that he has for women. And I find that a lot with women, with men today. See, women.
You don't think
y'all are
consistent?
sassy. Y'all men are sassy. Y'all love to argue with women. You love to act like women. Y'all want to be women so bad. The laws are changing to make you act like women because that's what you want to be.
I
Like-
don't think we sassy, yo. You know what I'm saying? This is a...
I'm not saying all, but a
I'm
good
trying to
majority
fight- I'm trying
of
to
men
fight
are
the
sassy.
we're not sassy
Very
allegations.
sassy.
You know what I'm saying?
Wearing purses, wearing dresses. Look at half of the NFL and NBA. Y'all look like y'all stole shit out your girlfriend's closet. Very sassy. Nail
that.
polish. Women can't have anything.
That nail polish is crazy.
Nail polish, flowers, makeup. What? Like dresses, skirts,
that- all right, so-
heels. You're wearing heels. What?
We're gonna go back to
Thongs.
digital age. That
What?
crazy shit.
What? At what point? Like, it's very sassy.
So real quick, I want to say all men. It is some men.
I'm not saying all, the majority.
And it ain't no majority.
It is
either.
a majority.
Hell no.
It's-
This is why we gotta be real, bro.
In a sense of, okay.
It's not the majority.
This is why I say the majority.
Why?
In a majority, when you watch, the next time you watch the football lineup come out, tell me how many of them men. Hold on.
We're watching athletes. These men are already rare as fuck anyway. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
they?
And they be put on TV to do this shit. If I go outside, right now, we can go outside in Atlanta. I'm not gonna see niggas with purses.
We just saw a man in a bodysuit with a
That
beaded
was one
fucking
man.
shirt
That was
with
one
titties
man. That was
out.
one nigga.
What?
Where's one nigga?
I'm not about to play with you, nigga. We live in Atlanta. You are not about to tell me that I'm not about to walk out and see a man with box braids and a BBL and nails. Stop playing with me.
I'll see
Stop
more
playing.
niggas. I see less
Stop
niggas
playing.
with purses.
Stop playing.
I'll
Stop
see less
playing.
niggas with purses.
Stop playing.
than niggas
You
who
want to
got
call it a
purses.
satchel? You want to call it a
so
crossbody bag?
Wait.
What are you calling it? All of y'all niggas in
But
Atlanta walk
no,
around with a purse.
No, let's bring it back. A lot of those men who will be dressed like that or look like that with the BBLs, with the
90% of men walk around with a satchel and a crossbody bag in Atlanta.
Do you think he considers himself a man?
I don't know, but a
Hell no.
lot of men that consider themselves men in Atlanta walk around with a crossbody bag telling me it's not a purse. Y'all love
That's
a purse
them
in
niggas.
Atlanta.
That's them
Y'all
niggas.
love a purse in Atlanta.
I'm not gonna say all
90% of men in Atlanta wear a purse and call it a bag.
You ever see me with a purse?
90%.
You see me with a purse?
You part of the 10%.
Have you seen-
If it's
You seen him with a
100 and
purse?
I'm saying 90, you're part of
You
the
seen him with a
10.
purse?
Do you know math?
But we're
That's
not
crazy.
90%. We're already representing like 30%.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
So
it's like-
we're doing a food episode after this. Let's count and see
Okay,
how
we'll
many
count. We'll
Atlanta
see that.
men
Facts.
walk around with a crossbody bag, aka a purse.
No, all right, so look.
A purse. A purse.
We're gonna say
a
black
purse
man.
is a
We're saying
purse
black
is a
man,
purse.
right? We're saying black man?
Black, I don't care. I only see black men walking around with a crossbody fucking purse.
So it's black men then.
It's a purse.
It's black men.
It's a purse.
Black men.
It's a purse.
Said 90%.
Stop wearing a damn purse.
saying 90%.
I don't care if there's a gun in it. I don't
think
care if it's
90%
your
homies.
money. Wearing a crossbody bag is a purse. It can be rebranded to be your satchel or whatever you want to call it. 90% of men in Atlanta are walking around with a
90%?
purse.
Hold on, so I'm trying. Can we knock it down to like?
No.
40?
No.
90?
Where do you want to go? Lennox, Fifth, where you want to go?
That's not
I was
fair.
just at a
These-
Hawks
once again,
game.
these are like-
Purse.
We could go to Candler Road.
I don't know where that is. I don't know where that is.
Like, you want to go to places where them niggas is wearing that shit over there.
So
Let's
how many
go,
of
let's go
those?
to Decatur.
Wait, so
let's
hold
go
on.
to Stone Mountain. Let's go to Lithonia. Let's go to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pick the
Been
right
to
places.
Decatur.
Let's talk about
Been
the
to
right
Decatur.
places.
You got
No, it's not happening in Decatur. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
What?
Hell no. Nope.
What?
Nope.
So
Not
nobody
gonna
in
do that.
Decatur wears a crossbody
Yes,
bag.
niggas gonna be wearing that shit.
You just said not
90%?
Decatur.
90%?
Yes.
Fuck
yes.
no.
It is
Fuck
the
no.
Atlanta starter pack, bro.
Buckhead starter
Skinny
pack.
jeans,
Midtown
crossbody
starter
bag.
pack.
Skinny jeans, and crossbody
Midtown
bag.
Buckhead starter pack. I give you that. I'm talking about Decatur. I'm talking about East
Is
Side. I'm talking about West
is
Side.
Decatur
Atlanta.
Atlanta?
No, that's Decatur.
I said Atlanta. Okay, Atlanta. I said Atlanta.
You're
Atlanta.
talking about Buckhead. You're not talking about Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? You're not talking about the West Side. You're not talking about those areas. You're not talking about Edgewood. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Everywhere I go in Atlanta, everywhere. I'm going, but from the time
where you go? Say
I might not even.
Say one more time. Where you go?
Come in here. I saw people with purses. We're on Auburn.
Where we at?
Niggas got purses
In the middle of the city. Like we're literally in the heart of the fucking city. Yeah, you don't see niggas like that.
There is nowhere you can drive or go in Atlanta and not see at least 5 to 10 niggas with a purse.
I don't wear purses. I can't.
Fight the niggas with purses. Stop coming for me.
I don't know what to do with y'all. But
y'all love a purse.
I had to do it one time because she said like 3 times. I can't. You know what I mean? Anyway,
I'm going to count how many people got purses, and we're going to include it in the food episode.
We're going to count it. Let's talk about the benefits of the digital age because, you know, we talked about the cons. It's time to talk about the benefits. Like I said, we talked about doom scrolling earlier. I look at TikTok. I look at Instagram more for like an educational thing. I love watching educational pieces. Like specifically, I'll give you one example for The Life of a Shark or some shit. Have you seen that? Like when a shark is born, it'll go in depth about like how sharks live.
Like a little short on like,
that kind of shit. Like, that shit's kind of dope. Yeah, shit like that. Those things I would never know otherwise if I did not have like, you know, if I started scrolling shit like that. These are one of the small benefits. There's many other benefits, obviously.
I mean, we kind of covered a few. Like
knowledge.
Ashley was saying earlier, you know.
Some people are saying work from home is a benefit.
Information is just
remote work. I mean, y'all advocated for remote work, right?
Remote work makes sense from a financial standpoint.
Yeah.
For a business.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for office space. That's less commuters.
No office space, wasted work time, office supplies, et cetera, commute time. I mean, the list goes on. I feel like for companies that want to babysit, it's not good, but it's more, I think that's more of a boomer's mentality in a control aspect. As long as your work is done, who cares?
Boomers are making
It's funny because, you know, I see like the memes about that all the time. They say it's the boomers.
Because the boomers suck.
Boomers need to be told what to do.
They do. You need to be babysat. You need to be handheld. You need to know.
They need that structure.
And you're also the same people.
On the opposite end, Gen Z is like, you know, I'll just do it when I feel like it.
But I think it's a control factor from boomers. I think because they're used to being told what to do and because they're used to that control, they don't have faith because they know what they would do if nobody was paying attention. But I think it boils down to, is the job complete?
Yep.
Period.
That should all it ever be.
Is the job complete? Now, if it doesn't take 9 to 5 to do the job, that's your problem. But if you're paying them to do something, and I think that's where the boomers come into play, where they feel like they own you. And I mean, slave shit. Like, what do you mean I've been here all day and now you want to have a call at 5 o'clock and I'm expected to stay here? I appreciate Gen Z saying no and having boundaries because what do you mean I can't clock back in? Well, back in my day, we're not back in your day. And that's why I said slave shit. Like y'all want people to work for free. Y'all want people to bootlick and whatever else. And it's crazy. Like as long as your employee is completing their job and their requirements within their time, what is the problem? Mm-hmm. Period.
So, from the benefits, they say that AI is one of the greatest benefits of
Love
the
AI.
age, right?
Did you stop chat?
No, I still use chat.
I stopped.
You just stopped completely?
Yep.
I don't think I'm ever really stopped.
Well, she just moved over to Claude.
I moved over to Claude. I'm done with chat.
I mean, Claude is the best right now.
I'm part of those people that switched over.
I mean, yeah. I think Anthropic, in terms of all the AI.
Haven't used Anthropic yet.
No, Anthropic is the company.
Owns Claude. Okay. I thought it was something different.
OpenAI is ChatGPT. Yeah, so
it.
it's like they actually are not. The government said, "Hey, we need users," and they was like, "Nah, we're not doing that."
And I love that when chat started telling me, "Calm down, breathe." I'm like, "Wait, what?" And I will say, Claude got me a little fucked up talking about sis this and sis that. We are not friends. I need you to stick to the program. It's like they're trying to figure out who's black and who's not, and I'm not here for that. Like, just answer my questions. I don't need a "Hey sis, my email." Like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I asked it to come up with a caption for me because I suck at captions, and it was like, "Ooh, this ate." Or this just hits different. And I was like, I don't even talk like that.
Did you tell it anything that...
No. I don't even talk like that.
So you tell it to look up a movie that had that shit in it, though?
No.
So I think what it does is it tries to figure you out, right? Mm-hmm. But it also plays into... saying this ate kind of... because everybody uses like those terms.
And I hate it. I hate it.
That's like... That's a whole other conversation about how what they call it AAVE.
You gave it like a text thread or anything like that?
This is like a conversation of like how AAVE has shifted from
Everything.
being like for black people,
Black
to
people
like
and
everybody uses
Black
it.
Americans.
But it's because we're
influence
cool.
everything.
It's because we're the cool people.
Black
We talked about this with
Americans
Keisha. We talked about this with you.
influence
Low-key the shit,
everything.
for real.
And I want to do an episode on it because I just heard some Russian rap. We influence everything.
We do.
Black Americans. Because it's not black people, it's Black Americans.
We set the trends.
Period.
I mean, yeah, but like this, like I said,
You're asking me about AI.
AI is supposed to be the good, the best version or the best culmination of the digital age. But also at the same time, it's considered the worst, the worst thing about the digital age.
Why?
The fear of it taking over 70% of jobs.
If you're afraid, then your job should be taken.
Damn.
That's blunt. I won't be that blunt. That's
a very blunt, straight up
Kevin
statement.
Samuels
I
straight to the
respect
fucking.
it. Honestly, I respect it. That's how
Because
you
I feel like why do you have such low self-esteem that you feel like a computer that needs personal input could take your job? You know you're inadequate. You know you're not qualified. You know you've been bullshitting. And you now know that you're not going to be able to collect your cushy check for doing the bare fucking minimum. You're not creative. You copy and paste and you steal. And you're mad.
But what does it look like if 70% of the world loses their job?
I don't know, because it's not my problem. I don't care.
But I'm saying, like,
why can't I act like Trump? I don't know. Don't care. It's not my problem. Doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my job. Doesn't affect my business. Don't care.
Would it not affect you if 70% of the world?
How would it affect me?
What if you're part of that 70%?
The market.
Can't take my job.
The market, though. Like, if the market shifts from, okay, there's 70% consumerism, money, just in general. Like, people don't have enough money to pay for.
Doesn't affect me.
I think it just comes down to, it doesn't even matter if you're good. You could be the best person at your job. If the corporation above you, the people who own the company are like, we want to cut costs of people.
And that company, if they are, so what you're saying is a different problem, right?
Yeah, so that's what people are worried about, not the...
As a person, but I still stand on what I said. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is if a job, let's say you work for Apple and Apple fires you. If you are that fucking good at your job, you will be able to get a job. AI cannot replace you because you are irreplaceable. It's for the mediocrity and the people that are just getting by, who are copying and pasting, barely sending emails, barely doing their job. If your job can be outsourced or you can be taken over or whatever that looks like, yeah, that sucks. But to a T, if you're saying you could be replaced, that means that you don't hold value. Period. Because when I think of things that AI can replace, it's like little things like check my inbox, like things that I don't necessarily need to pay somebody for or outsource, but it can be handled with technology. There are certain things. My business, for example, is relationships. I talk to people all day, all the time. In order to answer your questions, even if there was an AI to go through and answer, you're still missing the human aspect. You're still missing the connection. You're still missing the knowledge. And everything is not black and white and everything is different. So that's what I'm saying. Like, unless it's just some copy and paste shit, like, yeah, if you're somebody that transcribes at home, you're going to lose your job. Like, it really shouldn't have been a job to begin with. Sorry. Like, as we grow and as we evolve, certain things should go out of bit. Certain things should stop for us to move. If you work at a dry cleaners, that job probably will not be outsourced to AI. Because yes, there's machines, but somebody's still gonna have to put the pants on. Somebody's still gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to put it in the machine. You're gonna have to do this, you're gonna have to do that. You can outsource a lot, but not everything. So that's why I'm saying it that bluntly, because it's very ignorant to just think we're going to wake up tomorrow and every single thing is going to be.
It's never going to be an overnight thing.
And that's what I'm saying. So for all the people that are, oh my God, you know that you have a redundant job. Get a new skill. Certain things will never be able to be replaced. So stop. That's why I'm being blunt, because I feel like we're just being dramatic. So if you feel like it could be replaced, then yeah, you're probably mediocre. I stand on what I say. You cannot replace me.
Okay. I mean, I in terms of,
do you think your job could be replaced?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the current one, no, probably not. I mean, but I know about AI. Like, you gotta get ahead of that shit.
Whether you know about it or not, do you feel like your position right now could be replaced by AI? Do you feel like your position at your job could be replaced by AI?
In the future, yeah, but not right now.
I think in the future, any job can be replaced by AI. I mean, obviously, you're gonna start putting AI into robots, and then if robots are functional enough to do any kind of labor job, like you'd be surprised what AI could actually take over. That's what I'm saying.
But I think in order for us to get there, it's going to be another 100 years. I'm going to be dead and gone.
For the relationship aspect, like, yeah, if you deal with people, yeah, that's hard. Because there was even a company, I think, one of the credit card companies, they switched over to AI. and they saw an increase in calls and like management, but they also said the problem is it wasn't getting them the results they wanted because people would just cancel.
Yeah.
And the reason they cancel is because you don't have a human agent who's like, hey, you're talking to a human agent. Hey, look, I just had a bad go at jobs. And then the human agent knows, okay, they're having a bad time. I want to keep them. So let me give them some leeway. AI is going to just...
It's one track minded. Like I had a lady the other day, she called. I didn't even think she really wanted to do business. She was asking some questions and I was answering her. And we just had an honest conversation because she was like, what do you think about this? Like, how's this work? And I was being honest. And she was like, you know what? This is what's actually happening. And I was like, okay. I told her what I think she should do. And she was like, and it wasn't
some life shit.
No, it was like business wise.
Oh, okay.
Like she was asking, how does it work? Like, what's the actual splits? Like, what's this? And I went into detail and I explained to her and I was like, look, based on what you're telling me, I don't think what you're saying is correct. And then she gave me some more information. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe you are correct. And I was like, look, if that's how you feel, trust your gut. I was like, but I'm telling you how this machine works. What you're saying is not factual.
Right.
And she was like, you know, I appreciate your honesty. And I learned more talking with you in these 30 minutes than I did working with him for over 6 months. I want to work with you. And he pissed me off so bad, I want to take his business and give it to you. And I was like, ooh, okay. But I mean, if that was an AI chatbot, it would have answered her 5 questions and hung up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the same.
I don't like you said, it's not going to be an immediate thing. Like there are a lot of jobs that were lost.
We supposed to have flying cars. This is not the Jetsons.
People will lose their jobs because companies are banking on it to be the perfect replacement. It's not there yet. Even in my field, like I work in tech, so AI is going to be like one of the biggest things replacing a lot of tech people, just in general, because it can handle a lot of what we need to do on a basic. But at the same time, it doesn't get the smaller details and everything. So there is always going to be a human aspect that's needed. But I think the bigger complaint right now, and I feel kind of the same way a little bit, is when it comes to like generative AI. A lot of people hate the generative side of AI more so than you have the creatives who really, really hate AI. And
that's what I think the mediocrity.
That's where
I agree with you.
Lazy.
I agree with you on that part with the mediocrity.
I'm never going to be able to get a tattoo from a machine. I wouldn't trust it. I would not trust that.
What if let's say you wanted a full body back tattoo. Mm-hmm. Like in your image exactly how you want it. Mm-hmm. You go to a nigga, he say it's 10,000.
Okay.
Machine will do it the exact same way. It's $100.
No. I personally wouldn't.
All right, so let's say, I feel like
don't think financially. I feel like
it could put it on my back, like in a sense of the stencil, but I wouldn't trust it. I feel like there's an art form to a tattoo. Mm-hmm. And yes, you can have the strokes, but if that glitches or breaks, boom, right through my back, I think not. Like, talk about Final Destination, no.
But that is
he's saying
right?
saying like perfect situations. No. Like the tattoo machine is what millions of people have gone through. Nope. You still wouldn't do it?
Nope.
I kind of agree on that point because I feel like if
certain things need a human touch.
I think people would do it, but I think
people are definitely
when it comes to
doing that shit right now. They
when it comes to art
shit right now,
if your art is of a specific level, even if AI copies it, it's still not replicated because it's not your art.
And you didn't make it yet.
Yet.
So it's the creativity in the person. And like for my tattoos, some of them are generic.
Did you talk to your tattoo artists while they was doing it? Like were you like really close to them type shit?
Some of them, but not all.
That's what I'm saying. Like what's the difference between a regular tattoo person and like a machine? Other than the fear of it glitching.
The touch, them listening to me when something hurts and I'm saying like, ow, them like, okay, what's wrong?
I feel like a machine could adjust.
I wouldn't trust it personally.
But like, you know, sound like
and then somebody has to operate the machine. So like thinking of women, we go and get MRI we go and get a mammogram. You're pressed between a metal plate. A person has to operate that. I have my boobs done. I can't get a mammogram. They have to personally do it. A machine can't do that. Like, I guess they could see to screen you for cancer, but how you're not feeling a lump. So I just feel like certain things, like, would you trust a machine to cut your hair?
If it was good, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, depending on the price.
And fade it and make it exactly to your head and do everything you
trust
it.
And it has been tested and proven and all that, yeah.
Like, I don't think I would trust that. I don't think I would trust it to cut my hair, color my hair,
Because I think
my
machines do that already.
do my
They don't do it
lashes.
as close right now, but I feel like it will get to that point where they will.
Do my nails. Like, there's just so much I just wouldn't trust. I just feel like, no. Like, waxing. Like, think about just personal services.
I mean,
facial,
so like this is an extreme example.
massage.
Extreme example is like going through the car wash, right? Like it's just, you know, whatever conveyor belt goes.
And you hear how rough that is on your
crazy,
car,
sounds crazy,
and you
yeah.
would trust that
do you
on your body.
Do you do just hand wash?
I do hand wash because I don't want my car fucked up because the machine washes scratch your car.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not perfect.
Yeah.
No. Would you trust a machine to give you braces?
If it was tested and proven.
Wild. Never would I. Have you had braces?
No, hell no.
Yeah, that's why you would trust it.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on. It would be a price change. It would be now. Would it be a machine that's doing the same price as a doctor?
So you're willing to compromise if it's cheap enough?
Only if it's been tested and proven.
Nope.
Only.
Cheap's
Otherwise,
not always
no.
the way to go.
I agree, but I'm saying like,
Nope.
if I'm talking about $10,000 to $100,
I pay.
yeah, I wouldn't
And
do
that's
that.
why people look the way that they do. Going cheap on plastic surgery. You look like
But
you spent
they also
$100.
don't test. Well, actually, they do test prove it, but they don't care. Those niggas don't care at all.
Wild.
Well,
Like,
we're not to the point in time where this stuff will be like.
It's not. If it's affecting you, you're not good at your job. I said what I said.
Yeah, I think
That's
it
true.
kind of
I mean,
applies
yeah.
the same way for like generative AI. Yes, companies will opt for the cheaper option over the
And
other
that's a
one,
company that's not
but
good, and you shouldn't be
what's
working for them
gonna
anyway.
what's going to slowly end up happening is their quality is going to go down.
They're going to go out of business.
and it's going to, you know, some of these corporations can afford to do it, like the Warner Brothers, the Paramounts, all of them. But
you
at
talking
the
about AI
same
in terms
time,
of like movies and shit, right?
at the same time, quality will generally go down, and people will start seeing it and noticing, and just say, "Hey, that doesn't look hand done or done by actual people." I
mean,
tell.
we see it now with fast fashion and things like that. And what happens? People stop shopping. Like, people aren't dumb. When quality slips because you're cutting corners, we see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
not,
I mean, it depends on your brand too. Like it really does. Like Nike, they have like quality control issues all the time, and niggas still buy Nikes. I still can't get a new pair of shoes that drops ever. Right? Resellers are gonna
I've bought a
always
few
buy.
pairs of Nikes recently. I've never had an issue getting shoes from there, and they're always on sale.
Well, I mean like the hot releases. Like
I don't know what
That's manufactured. They do that on purpose.
they do it on purpose.
So that's creating
the issues.
that's
or
creating
the,
demand.
The limited releases. Yeah.
That's
Well, I mean, like
creating
even
demand.
some they create demand, but some limited releases even have quality control issues.
You mean in terms of like, you talking about like how they come
Like
with
some
mold on them and
shoes-
shit like that?
Some
And I would
shoes will have
challenge you-
bad stitching.
Yeah, with the
Some
mold
shoes
on
will
it, yeah, okay, I
have
know what you're talking
bad,
about, yeah.
like, you know, stuff
And for
like
that, why would you pay that price for a big company that's going to have quality control issues when you could shop smaller brands? I think that's where, like, for me, fashion wise,
I mean, you're going for the exclusivity.
but you can get exclusive stuff with not Nike. Like, I have so
You
many
could,
exclusive
but,
sneakers
I mean,
that.
Is it something that, so, you know, it comes down to like just brands. It's like, why get an iPhone when instead we can get some random company's phone?
Well, the other phone that I would get is that H1.
The Huawei?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a lot.
But we don't have it here. For me,
Well,
it's an
nothing that China
ecosystem.
makes is over here. But it's the same thing. It's
But
like,
for Apple, I think
why
that's-
go for a specific
preference.
car?
It's
You know what I'm saying? So
preference.
it's preference, right?
But what
So-
I'm saying is your workaround is stop shopping at such a big brand because you could still get if you're looking for exclusivity and things that you like, I guarantee that there are smaller designers out there that have exclusive shoes that would be exclusive that you would like just as much and are actually done properly. You just haven't done the
niggas want to
research.
flex Nike though. You know what I'm saying? Niggas
I
wanna
don't
flex
know
the-
because I don't
niggas-
like it like that.
Niggas want to flex, but you know, niggas want to flex the brand. It's all, you know, get
It's all
Gucci
about the
'cause it's
brand. I mean,
Gucci.
that's why people get, yeah, exactly. People get Gucci. You know, people
yeah, I
get
never
Coach
understood
or
that.
any of that. You know, it's
You don't
all
understand
about.
why you
If
have
I
to,
see it, I like it. I don't care
I
about
mean,
the
I'm not
brand.
talking about you. I'm talking about you think everybody. You know what I'm saying?
But you
Like,
know, people do it in the sense of the
you know
impress other
why
people.
they do it.
Yeah, you're
You
a
feel me?
follower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people are followers.
Still doesn't make sense. Still stupid to me.
But I mean, you know,
You
in
still
terms of the
dumb,
context
like,
of what we talking about, like
shopping for brands that don't fuck with you, don't like you, and are selling you bad products, because that's what you're saying. I like it because of the exclusivity.
I mean,
which-
don't take it as a like they're always bad, but there are issues, right? You would expect any top tier company to always have top tier brand like quality.
That's
right?
exactly what I expect.
Right. So, and it happens.
No,
and not just like Nike.
No, I
you-
expect a top brand to always have top quality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I'm saying they will have issues like you see it across everything. You can see it in iPhones, you can see it in Coach, the Gucci, any of these top tier brands. They have issues with quality control at times. Right? Doesn't mean that every product comes out bad, but you know
So
it
it doesn't
happens.
make it right.
So I'm not saying it's right. It's never right.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to pay. I don't want to pay $200, $300 and then I get something that falls apart.
So stop shopping.
You know what I mean? So
find some small Black-owned brands. Get some fire.
I feel like that's
shoes.
easier said than done. And oftentimes, I don't feel like, personally, I don't just go looking, hey, is this a Black-owned brand? Because a lot of times they're trying to get you. They're gonna upcharge you more than what the brand that exists are.
I don't agree, and I'll send you a bunch.
I feel like most brands,
I would like you to send us a bunch.
Yeah, I'll send you a bunch.
I feel like a lot of brands will charge
will
more
get your
since
ass.
just because they have Black-owned business on their business.
I'll send you a bunch. Like my guy, Saya Collective, love Devin, love his shoes down. And I'm so glad people are catching on because when I used to go to Lenox rarely, and I would walk through like certain stores, it'd be like, oh my God, how'd you get those? And it's like, yeah, you wish. Because he actually has exclusive drops that actually are quality and actually are good shoes.
So he took off, right? So he got to a point where people like really fuck with his shoes, right?
Some that know him, but I think it started because I think Steph Curry wore like a pair. But I mean,
So
I've been
Kyrie,
shopping him for almost
he got the,
10 years
I think
now.
it was Kyrie.
Who wore a pair of his shoes?
I think so. His name sounds
Steph
familiar.
too. Yeah,
Steph he wore him this year, right?
I think like 2 years ago.
I don't know about he was with Under Armour. It had to be this year. He was wearing a bunch of people's. I think it was this year. I heard him pop up again, so it might have been this year. Last year, technically, you know.
For bringing us back to the digital age.
Which is part of it, but yeah.
Yeah, this is also part of it because people like to flex for the internet, and it's a whole thing.
Flex
right?
with better stuff that everybody can't find. If you're gonna flex for the internet, is it really a flex if everybody can find it? They just didn't purchase this.
Is it a flex if nobody's heard of it?
Yeah, because where did you get that? Like when you see
I don't
when you see a real fashion designer, like, and you're really seeing them, I guarantee you cannot name what they have on. Similar to like vintage Chanel or vintage this or vintage that. You don't know what it is. That's the purpose of exclusive, and that's the whole like
But
allure.
you have to kind of like.
What you're talking about is you want
the brand.
what you want is notoriety from other people knowing what you're wearing.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that the whole point of posting it?
No.
That's what people post for.
I don't want to wear the same thing that 900 other people have. If I'm scrolling on Instagram, you see me and 6 other girls as you scroll down your timeline in the same outfit.
I feel like y'all have a way more variety anyway.
I feel like men do too. Y'all just don't know
And
how
y'all
to
can pull
shop.
that shit. It really don't matter with y'all. As long as y'all look good and it don't matter. Y'all can wear bullshit.
Don't matter to who.
Most people. Y'all
See,
can
it
wear
matters
bullshit.
to me. I care.
Yeah, but you know, we talking about when I say
I don't think women get dressed for other people.
I think a lot of women do.
Really?
Yes.
hell yeah.
There's a few
And
girls
this could
I follow.
this could be a completely separate episode in and of
and
itself
niggas
too,
don't care
because.
as long as y'all look good.
But
it
I don't think
matter.
a lot of women get dressed for men. I
But
think
one big thing that we didn't talk about is who do people post for on social media? Then who are you posting for?
I post for me.
Women who get on half naked or dudes who get on flexing everything.
You know who they posted for?
What I'm saying is women who get on half naked, dudes who get on posting all their jewelry. Who are you posting for?
Sound like other people.
I'm not a. So the problem with
I can't
the
take
thing
it
about this
at face
conversation
value
is
that
I don't think
somebody.
any of us post en masse like that, like most of these other people do.
If anything,
anyway.
I do. So posting inherently is for other people, right? Posting inherently, you're posting for other people.
1000%.
I can't hear that shit where it's like, oh, I'm just posting for myself. No, the fuck you're not. Because then why do you post? Why
I
are you
kind of
posting?
post for myself though.
That doesn't make sense.
So I
It does.
post.
Because if you haven't, so for example, I have family members who are like, hey bro, you ain't posting no new pictures. No,
Listen to what you just said. You
But
have
I'm saying-
family members.
But I feel like it's an obligation for me to make sure they understand I'm doing.
But
you know
that's
what
But
I'm
not
you're
saying?
for you.
posting
That's
for
for
your
your
family.
family.
Oh, well, I consider it for
So
myself.
like I post to show other people a glimpse of what I'm doing because I do have.
You're posting to show your life.
Yeah.
I
So
post
I-
videos that talk about things that I'm interested in. And I want to have a conversation with other people about what I'm
Correct.
interested in.
So I'll say yes. I post for other people in that sense, but I'm not posting in a sense of I want attention for this. I feel like a female or a male that's posting a naked picture of themselves is posting for feedback or money for those things.
Yeah. Well, there's different types of attention. You are posting to get attention, but you want the attention of let's talk.
Yeah,
Here's
engagement.
what I do.
Like,
engagement, right?
I know with me, it's not
Yeah.
even for attention. Like,
Or
I don't
like-minded
care-
people.
I don't care about the
You're
amount
posting
of
for your,
likes.
you said
Your
your
family's
family,
attention
It's
Your
because they want to
family
see.
prompted you to post, right? If your family
It's your
prompted you,
family's attention.
it's your family's attention to
I don't even know
know
if they
for your
prompt me to post.
family to know, hey, he's good. He's posting. He's
You're
good.
thinking of it in a negative way, like,
there's
ooh,
not a
look at me.
negative.
It's like,
It doesn't have to.
I
be
want to
negative.
see what you're doing. Show me, because
Yeah.
you could have put it in a group chat. You ain't
I
have to
think
post
that's
it.
what social media is
That's
for.
right.
It's not for just you. It's for you to be social.
I post to share my life and to allow you all
It's
to
for
have a
you
glimpse
to
in
be
the life
social
of
with your
Ashley.
life. Yeah, exactly. So anytime somebody's like, I don't post, I'm half naked or I'm naked on the internet because I do it for myself. No, you're not.
Because you would just be naked around your house.
That's enough for yourself. Why do
Yeah.
you have to show the world?
Yeah.
And that's what I don't get about the digital age is that everybody, it gets to a point where I feel like everybody has to show their life to like the most extreme extent. I saw a video recently on Twitter today, and we can, wrap after this, but I saw a video where a woman was talking about how she was upset that her husband sits in the car after work. Like after work, he
She's a
doesn't
terrorist,
come.
I could tell
He doesn't
already.
come into the house. He just sits
He's
in
not
the
coming to
car.
the house because of you.
And like it's a whole thing.
Is
like,
that what it is? You think that's what it is?
Absolutely.
it can be that. It can be.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
You
When-
ever come home and you just sit in the car?
Yes,
You're
'cause I need a
decompressing.
second. Yeah.
So
Her saying she doesn't understand why, she's the problem. That's why. She is the problem.
my
When
question
you-
wasn't that. I agree, but my question wasn't like, what the fuck? It was like, why are you posting this? Why do you need the internet to validate you? Now you're getting torn up on the internet because everybody's saying what you said.
And that's why I love it. That's why I love the internet, because there are delusional people. And I guarantee her husband set her up. I guarantee he was like, you think this isn't normal? Ass. I'm gonna post. Okay, do it. Now
Absolutely
what?
crazy.
Now you look stupid.
But there's so much of that, right?
But I love it
and I
because
know part of it is manufactured. But I
a
think
lot of it is fake and it's annoying.
But I definitely think there's real. Some of these are real.
I love that you guys are learning how to officially wash your body. I saw this really cool guy. I'll leave his ethnicity to your imagination. But he said he found himself on Black TikTok and he bought a silk pillowcase. He bought body wash. He bought an African sponge. He's washing his legs. And he bought moisturizer and he's having the time of his life. He said he's never felt so clean ever. So I do think that it does allow people to see that what you've been taught or what you've learned is kind of just narrow to you. And if your parents, because we only know what we're taught and what we're exposed to. So if you live in an area that's closed and it's all similar people, then you're not seeing things. And there's a lot of y'all that don't know how to wash your body. I don't get it. But you're learning, and I love that. And that's, I think, a benefit of the internet. You get to learn different things. Like, why am I learning that the Asians stay warm all the time and they don't drink cold stuff? I love that.
Yeah, they drink
Warm
room temperature.
everything.
Yeah.
Room temperature and warm. Hot water with meals. You're drinking ginger water to start the morning. Like, I love that. I want to learn about other cultures because I don't come in contact with Chinese people every day.
And I think that's one of the biggest
that
benefits.
I could be
is
like, hey,
that
girl, what are you doing?
Social media really brings back that cultural mixing pot aspect of
And you realize you might not
society.
be so different. Or like,
We're really not.
I
Really
love
not.
the way that
We're
you do
really-
this, or I
we're
love
really
the way
not.
that you
there
do
are
that.
differences,
But it's
but
not
there's
crazy.
not that
Oh,
many.
human.
It's like if you just different things. Like I love it. I think for
Mm-hmm.
all of its faults, technology has way more positives. And I think lean into the positives. We live in a world where negative is going to break you down.
Well, the negative is always going to be a
So-
lot louder than the positive.
But it's only a lot louder if you allow it to be, because like even today in today's climate, like I see what's going on, I'm aware, but I'm still in my bubble, protecting my peace, because that's out of my control. Unless aliens or something is coming down and blowing
They
things
got to be in my
up,
backyard.
I'm
Shit.
okay.
they
Like
tell me
I'm
aliens in Washington, I'm like, damn, that sucks for Washington.
right, because we still got to go to work. Nobody cares. Like it's not our
Them
business.
niggas pull up in my yard, I'm like, hey,
I just think we need to get better at one, protecting our peace, blocking people, blocking things that don't serve you.
she
not
has been
just
on
things,
that since she been on here with
She on
us.
that block shit.
not
She's
just
been on that
things that
block
you don't
shit.
agree with, but just things. But like seriously, like protecting your peace and your time. And if you are one of those people that need to watch people shower, you need to get a life, bro. Like touch some grass,
That's
go
for
to
the
the
younger ones, I
aquarium,
definitely think.
go somewhere, do something.
Nah, some other ones doing it too.
Figure it out.
You right.
Figure it out.
EMP hits everywhere, right? Digital age is gone. Technology is gone.
That's
do
not even
we
that
do we
true.
survive?
You said an EMP?
That's not. It's,
Oh,
Okay.
what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, what are you saying?
Nothing. Go ahead.
EMP hits, it bombs us.
Okay.
Do we survive?
I mean, technology is just not going to be ruined like that. So yes, we do survive. It's not gonna.
Are you saying like? So
not a movie.
EMP hits.
It's
Technology
not a
will be
movie.
down for a long time, and a lot of people will die.
Do we survive?
It would not be like
Yeah.
Fallout.
Yeah. We would survive for sure, but a lot of people would die. It's not from like what you're thinking. I'm thinking like medical, right?
No, for sure. It's medical. It's not like, oh, my cell phone doesn't work.
Medical, car accidents, cars will shut down. Cars are no longer
We've lived without
mechanical.
it. Like, we're not reliant. Like, it will definitely weed out the smart from the dumb, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. It will be survival of the fittest. 1,000%.
It would be chaos though.
I think
Because think about it, like you wouldn't be able to make phone calls. You wouldn't be able to nothing. Like emergency services are down.
I'm not even thinking about emergency services as much as people aren't smart when it comes to like, do you have a gas stove? Can you cook? Is your water contaminated? Do you have bottled
Yeah,
water?
you don't have
do you have
Google.
things like that?
You can't Google it.
It's definitely going to be survival of the fittest for sure.
Yeah.
Like, how smart
And
are
it'll be
you?
a race to like how soon can we get back? Like
Yeah.
how soon? Like if we had a permanent EMP where it's like all technology is down for the rest of our lives, a lot of people will die. But
It'd
we
be like
won't-
Silo or Fallout or
yeah,
anything else.
we
like-
wouldn't.
But you like it's whatever. Like that's kind of crazy though, right?
Why?
Like
No,
Fallout is fucking nuts. Like
Fallout
Silo
is
is fucking
fucking
nuts. That's insane. I don't know. Would you be cool? You cool with that? Like
So personally, I don't want to live if the world ends.
We
I'm a
would
woman.
evolve as people.
Like, I
actually.
don't want to live through that. But basically, if you're just saying like it's no technology, I mean, essentially, we're living in the 70s and 80s. Like, it's not that crazy
A
of a
bit further
time.
back than
you're
that.
way further back than
Maybe
that.
about the 20s.
But I'm saying we would still have
Maybe even the
radios. We would
1800s.
still have certain things, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not completely destitute. Like,
I
there's
don't
people
even
that
know
are going
if
to
there's
figure it
radios
out.
work.
There would no wavelength, the old radios.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Old
Yeah.
radios.
Oh, the old
But I mean, have you ever considered living off grid?
Hell nah.
Have
I mean,
you?
Yeah. I hate people. Yeah.
Really? You think you would live off grid? Really? Like you're in
I
the
can see her doing it. I can
mountains,
see her doing that shit. Yeah.
remote, not
Yeah.
talking to anybody? Wow.
That's great.
I don't like
can't,
people, yeah.
bro. Oh my, going to Valdosta.
You don't like people, but you're very social. Like you just don't like stupidity.
Yeah, you don't like the stupid.
But I
people.
also get like really like drained fast from other people. Like being in big groups and stuff. Like I have this conference next week. I'm gonna be sitting in my house for like a whole week after, just
Yeah, you in a
quiet.
conference full of people. Hey,
Yeah.
what did you do?
Quiet for a whole week after. Like the whole flight, don't speak to
That's
me.
like work. Like
Like it's a lot. Like I need to decompress after people. So yeah, I would not mind that. Like
Yeah.
living off grid. I think the hardest thing would be like all the poop from like the animals.
I'm about to say here.
No,
You have a farm?
if I'm
You
off
would do a
grid,
hermitage?
how am I
Like
gonna
you'd
eat?
be like a hermit? Like you could do that? You could fuck with that?
Do you know what off grid is?
Yeah, that's
you
what
can
I'm
live.
saying.
You
Like,
can live in
the
a
whole
farm.
shit.
No,
I'm
you can
thinking
live in
about
a
the whole
farm.
shit.
You can live in the mountains. You can live in a forest or some shit.
Be like
How
the-
are you going to eat if you're off grid?
Be like
You just
Khalees.
need to learn how to forage.
You put a Khalees, do all that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I've lived on property. Like, I know how to do things. Yes, I'd be fine.
that's what's up.
Ride horses, the whole thing.
There's nothing
I'd be
wrong with
okay.
it. It's
I want a
just
ranch.
interesting.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
maybe
don't. It's a lot of work.
It is
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
lot
I'm not
fucking
doing the work. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I'm not
But if
doing
I
that
had to
shit.
do it, I would be okay.
Okay. What's up?
I don't know how I'd handle like the animals. Like that's really hard for me because I like animals. But
Yeah, they're gonna be shitting everywhere.
Oh, you mean like killing them to eat?
yeah. If it's me or you, like
slaughterhouse,
it'll
I'm saying.
definitely be you. But I'd be sad.
Don't get attached.
Yeah.
This is the Bridge ATL, man. Y'all let me know. EMP is the world. Would you survive or would you be done? Like I would say, I think most people would be done, but
I think most people would be done for sure.
you know what I'm saying?
I think we would devolve.
Yeah.
You ever seen The 100?
I think we would evolve.
Yeah,
I think
we
would
evolve too.
I think
Yeah.
we would devolve.
I think we devolve and evolve. That's how it happens though. You devolve and you,
Because if you look at Fallout, people devolved. The
People were
who
stuck in a basement,
No, people outside of the basement. Those people devolved.
but because of the chemicals.
I mean, they devolved in general because society broke down.
but they evolve because Buddy lived how many years?
He was a ghoul, though. He mutated.
Still evolution. He
I mean,
he
we'll
better wait.
evolve like maybe like that, but we're gonna devolve
Yeah, we'll
back
devolve
into
first.
we'll devolve
And then
back
go right
into
back into-
tribal societies. Like
And then go right back up. I mean, you gotta think about it.
status would be
Fallout is during the transformation.
status would be who is the strongest and who can make their people survive. We would no longer be in a monetary system. It would be a system of
Barter.
exactly. I control this area. I got security. I got food. I got water. My area is good. This is my tribe. So it'll be interesting.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on all podcast platforms. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, you name it. You know what I'm saying? This is a digital age in 2026. Bridge ATL.
Keep it locked. We will have lives coming soon.
Yes, sir.
We're still working out some kinks, but I wanted to do the live reaction to the Oscars, but we're not ready yet. So
yeah, we'll do something similar like that at some point. But we'll see y'all boys later and women later. Holla.
Until next time. Bye.